Welcome in to the fourth and final of our USL Pro Playoffs quarterfinal previews. My name's Nicholas Murray, very pleased to be joined by Chris Economides, and we'll be taking a look ahead to the Richmond Kickers game against the Dayton Dutch Lions this Saturday at City Stadium, scheduled for a 7 p.m. Eastern Time kickoff. Now, Chris, this should be a pretty interesting game. The history wouldn't indicate that because Richmond has never lost to Dayton, but the Dutch Lions are coming in and they're playing pretty well and playing well at the right time of the season for them to potentially make a run in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, you would look at this thing. It's the 1 versus the 8 seed, and you would say, okay, this should be a fairly easy game for Richmond. But come playoff time, and in the USL Pro this league, one thing has been very paramount, and that's parity. Dayton can go in here and pull the same sort of upset that the Wilmington Hammerheads pulled in Orlando last year. Granted, the second game was a 5-2 Richmond win. It was on the heels of a back-to-back for Dayton. Both teams come in on highs, with Richmond winning the championship, regular season championships, with Dayton a huge win against Harrisburg last week to claim the 8th and final playoff spot. So they're both well-rested. It should be an interesting matchup.
You mentioned the 5-2 win against Dayton that Richmond took at City Stadium in the equivalent fixture, and Brian Ownby and Matt Delicat were both integral figures in that victory. The guy I'm interested in looking at, though, for Saturday's game is Joseph Nguenia. He led the Richmond Kickers with 9 goals, 5 assists, 23 points in 20 games this season. A really, really key figure for them, playing not only in the midfield, but also getting forward and joining the attack.
Yeah, Deli's been a spark plug as of late, coming on late in the season with some key goals. The pair against Orlando to help claim the USL Pro regular season championship. Ongenwe has been very, very strong all year long. Tremendous player. He's going to be a key cog for them. Gibson Bardsley, on the other hand, for Dayton is going to be, he's been one of their top scorers all year long. Played very, very well. My opinion, it starts and ends with Andrew Dykstra in goal. He's been the staple back there all year for Richmond. They've been one of the most stingiest defenses in the league. He's had a tremendous year. I know he's going to be up for a potential MVP consideration. So, again, they're going to have a tough nut to crack in Mr. Dykstra back there.
Well, it's Gibson Bardsley leading the attack. He had 9 goals and 7 assists for the Dutch Lions this season, and himself, Eli Garner and Brandon Schwartzendruber will have to break down, as you mentioned, the stingiest defense in USL Pro. Andrew Dykstra, William Yombi also having another very good season along with Henry Kalungi. So that'll be an interesting battle to watch. What do you think the biggest key for the game is this Saturday?
Mistakes. Again, I keep going back to the similar seed, the similar game last year. Before Orlando even knew it, Wilmington was up 2 or 3 goals, and then they just couldn't catch up. I think Richmond's going to be ready for them. Lee Collishaw, tremendous job year in, year out. Patrick Ball, on the other hand, has did a great job as a first-year coach for the Dayton Dutch Lions. So I think if the longer that the game goes on, obviously, Dayton's got a better chance. But they can't come out and make any sort of mistakes early on in the game.
Well, we hope you'll join us for that game on USL Nation at 7 p.m. Eastern Time from City Stadium this weekend. We hope you enjoy all of the action in the USL Pro Playoffs quarterfinals, and we hope you join us this time next week as we look ahead to the 2 semi-final matchups after this weekend. For Chris, my name's Nicholas. Thanks for joining us.